Hey guys, Guru here. I'm one of the top strange players in the game, and I figured it's about time I make a guide on how to use portals in a different way other than just starting the match and then teleporting behind, the enemy team or teleporting to a certain high ground and that's it. There's way more creative ways to use portal, and you can use it in ways to just win the game for free with your team. Don't get me wrong, like teleporting behind the enemy team, that is great. It works out and it gets all your teammates in the same spot at the same time, which is so good. But there's ways to use portal so that you just win the game. So in this specific scenario, we win the game with just 2 portals. First team fight, I use portal. I scout their team. I see that they're portaling. They teleport high ground. But if the enemy strange is like taking their time, you don't really know what's going on, it's probably best to bunch up. But we literally just win because this guy split from his team. I teleport on him and we just win the team fight for free. And that is so important in King of the Hills. Like winning first team fight, it just sets the enemy team behind so much. Start of a King of a Hill. I'm waiting for anybody to split off. I see Luna split, but then we go on Moon Knight here. He was split as well. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And there it is. It works out. Sometimes it just works, but you have to tell your team that it's going to happen. This one's really good. We just lost a team fight. We have one person out. I call for a portal. And here I don't tell my team that we're going to go on the stranger to like last second, I think, because I see that he's on an Amor. And if he gets our Amor for free, then that kind of sucks. So I just teleport on him. Super isolated. And we get a free pick at the start of the team fight. Are you kidding me? Portal out of spawn. This guy's AFK. Don't mind if I do. Free team fight. Spawn portal. Experimental. I saw this guy's isolated. And I'm just cutting him off from his team. There's really nothing he can do at this point. And he just gets back shots from the whole squad there. This is a mid-round TP. We had just wiped. My portal's coming up. So I'm gonna look for a portal. Originally, I was looking to just teleport behind them. But I saw that this Groot was isolated. He'll be typing in chat after this. Got a portal out of spawn. Scouting, looking for anybody that's AFK. I see this person's pushing up into a choke. They killed it more. Another experimental portal. Just putting a portal behind them, shooting through it. I probably could have put it up here and trapped the Hela. Again, just a crossfire situation. We end up getting a pick. This is looking like a counter portal. Counter portals, sometimes it just doesn't work, man. Sometimes they know it's better just to walk the point. Usually if they do that, I don't like to use it, but I already told my team that we're going to shoot through it, so may as well go for it. You just have to make sure that you're blocking Invisible Woman, pull, or Bucky, hook. Dude, it's just so embarrassing when your team dies because of you in a situation like that. This one is dastardly. I flip my portal around and then I'm looking for a counter portal here. They're probably going to look for a portal because they only have a minute. So I tell my team we're just going to shoot through it. Just shooting through portal is a safer bet than looking for a portal in front of their portal to teleport them off the map. I was going to try to abduct him into us, but this ends up working just fine. We're shooting from the bottom. The other side is just a wall. And watch this. The enemy team tries to jump through and they just can't. But at least I countered the enemy portal by making him stop his portal. But for some reason, when you place portals flat like this, it doesn't let you go through. And I haven't quite understood why. It's really important to scout what's going on with your portal before you just send your team in. If you're playing strange, you should be teleporting at the start of the round 99% of the time. I saw that 2 of them were isolated and I decided it was best that we just teleport on the enemy team and take the 4v6 since 2 of them split. All right, same thing. I'm waiting for an opportunity to split them up. I'm thinking about going up top. They are kind of close. I end up going for it and I split half their team. Super good. I'm cutting heals here from the Luna ult. And they go in our spawn. Like, I don't really know what's happening here. But yeah, basically we made, with this one portal, we made this team fight a 3v6 insanity. A lot of the time, I don't immediately start the round with the portal. I will wait and see if the enemy team is going to counter portal me or if there's someone waiting in spawn to interrupt my portal. Here we get a pick on somebody and I want to engage a team fight as soon as possible since we're up 1. Teleport behind, everybody's with me. Just another example of teleporting on the enemy team. As long as you tell your team that it's gonna happen, then everybody will be ready. We just caught this guy with his pants down. He's not able to peel his Namor, and then we take this fight for free while farming a ton of ult charge. Right out of the spawn, most players don't expect this. People, when they play against me, they know some weird portal is coming, but in 99% of the other games, nobody knows about just teleporting on top of the enemy team. It works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. When it works, it's just free, If you lose the team fight, it's probably going to be a fast team fight loss. It's like such a low risk, high reward play. If you do a portal like this and you don't tell your team, odds are you'll probably just lose because people will jump through the portal expecting it to be a safe one, and they're just in combat. This is an experimental portal. I put a portal behind them and I'm just poking them, kind of sandwiching the enemy team. Very kind of niche. Experimental. This is another niche scenario where we had just killed 2 or 3 of them and I didn't want any of them getting out, so I just teleport myself behind them. I think I'm gonna start doing this one more because these situations do arise quite a bit. And make them C9. Perfect example of creative way to use a portal. We have just got a couple of picks. The only way for them to get on the point is with a portal. I start portaling. I originally was just gonna cut off this entrance so they couldn't walk through here, but then he started portaling. That's a perfect time to just counter portal. They won't be able to get through. So clutch. That's basically you killing 6 players. That's you winning a team fight with 1 move. Portal is so broken. If it was an ult, it would be the best ult in the game. Here, obviously, another example of closing off entrances and spawn. This is 20 seconds that they cannot enter or leave spawn. That's a free team fight. We already won. We won this round. Everybody can AFK. Doesn't matter what ults they have, nothing matters. And that's something that you can do on a lot of maps. Portal from spawn. You don't necessarily need to be with your team in order to get a portal off like this. And, you know, we win anyway without the portal actually doing anything, but the idea is there. I'm teleporting back from spawn. I put my portal, cutting off a whole half of the lane here. When I do this, I trap the invisible woman here, and then she's free. Now all I'll have to do is stay alive and then wait for my team to get back. This is a very exciting clip versus my boy Space. I have one portal right in front of us on top of the high ground on defense, and I put the other one in between this Strange and his team, trying to cut him off, trying to cut off heals, and then also make it so he can't back up. And if he backs up, he just runs into us. And that's another good way to just counter portal the enemy team. This is a really nice counter portal. I saw that he picked Strange, and I knew he was going to go for a portal. So I put a portal. I counter portal. Instead of getting me to the point, I just counter portal him. And I just make 4 of them, I think. Yeah, I just make their whole team jump through the portal and come to my spawn. And then they just can't touch. Here, look at the timers. We're in overtime. They only have a minute. I'm waiting for the round to start and putting portal down and cutting off both entrances. And that's 20 seconds. So now they only have 40 seconds to push. Go and touch the cart and make sure it's not pushing. And this isn't something I do every time, but I mix it in. This is how you're going to use portals most of the time. Just portaling your team to the high ground in a safe spot. And this makes it so you're essentially playing defense on the point, and the enemy team has to attack. And your team's already set up, so you have the advantage that way. This is why it's important to scout when you're doing portals. My team knows that I like to teleport on the enemy team, but if it's not going to be favorable for you, like I see they have a Wolverine, I'm just like, nah, bro, we're just going to teleport on our high ground. We want to play distance against that comp, and we want to choose when to engage. We don't want to just have them be on top of us. That would be terrible. I see that we're losing this team fight. We have 2 or 3 walking back from spawn. I decide just to leave in the middle of the team fight and start portaling, cutting the time down, the walk from spawn to the team fight, which is way better than dying and then having to teleport back that way. Just saves 8 seconds. And then we touch and then recontest and win that team fight. This is so troll. I'm versus Space and Sinatra and Remix. So I'm gonna do something funny. I grab a jump pack. I have my ult. I put a portal above me, and then I aim it at the enemy team. And this is super troll. Like, you're never doing this in ranked games unless you're a streamer or something. Portal out of spawn. Oh, dude. Okay, what can we learn from this? Your teammates will trust you. That's what there is to learn from this. They'll trust you, dude. They'll go through the portal. I swap so the portal closes. Start up the game. Call for portal. I was gonna try to, cut somebody off, but they ended up portaling. I see that they portal. I go through their portal. I portal in their spawn so they didn't hear us coming, because portals don't transfer sound. And then we get a free pick on the Luna because they just had no idea what was going on. This guy even checked. And he looks around. Huh, not behind us. Wonder where they're at. If this was helpful, please let me know. If there's anything that you want to learn about Marvel Rivals, I'm happy to help. I play this game every single day, many hours a day. Please subscribe, guys. Please, please, please. I'm trying to make a living out of this. Trying to make, larger YouTube. I'm quite literally begging. Please subscribe. Also check out my Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, Discord. I have all that.